Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Kicks and Slides, where we bring the beautiful game to life. It is I, your captain, Moj. Before we go any further, please do not forget to like and subscribe and engage with me on the comment section, guys. I cannot be talking alone. Please share your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Anyway, on a lighter note, United are said to be very much interested in Carlos Baleba, right? And believe you me, as a Liverpool fan, I am not happy one bit to be sharing these news because of how challenging United will prove to be if obviously they manage to lure Baleba in Carrington. The boy is very good. You know, he intercepts, he pushes, he's got the strength, he's got the agility, he's got the fighting spirit. So having him, you know, with Cunha, with Mbeumo, you can only think about how difficult an opponent United are going to be next season. I wasn't really counting them because of how terrible they were last season. So thinking about this season, I'm thinking, you know what, they're not going to be that good, but they will try to at least push for the top 4 or top 6. But now when they're making, signings like these, like Baleba, like the Cunhas, the Mbeumos, the Sefcos, you can only imagine how difficult they're going to be. You know, it makes even the Premier League even more tougher this time because it looks like now they're going to gun for the Premier League. Well, at the end of the day, this is what I like. Honestly speaking, I didn't like the United of last season. I felt like at some point they forgot who they were. You know, they didn't know who they were. I mean, United are Liverpool's rivals. You know, they're a big team. And last season, the things they were showing us was just, I don't know, it was appalling, you know, and I didn't like to see that. But with the signings that they're making right now, of course, I like that. But I just wish it doesn't get anywhere, you know, next to at least challenging Liverpool for the title. You know, maybe top 4 or top 6. I think that's good enough for them. So it looks like they want Baleba, you know, at Carrington, and he's also interested, you know, and I think if Manchester United are to challenge, right, next season, be it for the top 4 or the league, they would also need to get a keeper, and it needs to be a very good keeper. And last I checked, they were interested in Donnarumma, which I personally don't think he would even consider them, because right now, I mean, at PSG isn't the best team in the world. You know, they've just won the Champions League. They can do it again next season. Why would he want to leave an established team to a team that, you know, is going to start building a dynasty from the ground? I don't think he'll be willing to go there. But you never know what players can do for the money, you know. So Sefco have also chosen United over Newcastle. So that deal is something that United are going to have to, you know, bury in the next few days to come. From there, then we'll just see how they'll go about this Baleba deal. Remember, Baleba is very much interested in joining United, but the only problem is that Brighton are not looking to sell him. But who are we kidding? We all know that what matters is how deep into their pockets United are willing to search. So if they search deep and they bring an amount or an offer that is good enough, you know, that tickles Brighton's fancy, then they might really just consider selling him to United. You know, so there's also Liverpool. You know, Darwin Núñez is said to, you know, be moving to Al Hilal. Looks like that deal is going to go through. I'm sad, obviously, having Darwin. You know, between me and Darwin, it has always been a love-hate relationship. But I would say that I think I hated him briefly and I loved him hugely. You know, it was that thing that, you know, he gives you, the work rate is always there. The only problem was just him missing one-on-ones, missing chances, and imperative chances at that. But apart from that, you always knew that he was going to fight for the badge. Now, losing such players is, you know, yeah, it's painful, but I feel like the split was bound to happen at some point. He wasn't really what we were looking for. He wasn't really what we wanted him to be. He couldn't be that, you know, and I think him leaving is the best possible outcome for both of us. Maybe he might just hit the ground running. What he failed to do at Liverpool, he might start doing it for Al Hilal. And also, Liverpool have intentions of bringing Barcola, which is a young man I would love to have. How he just traps the ball, how he moves with it going forward is just amazing. He's just gonna bring a storm to the Premier League. He's definitely going to do that. But I was thinking from how Ngomoha played, and also having Ekitike play that left flank, and also there's Gakpo there. I was thinking maybe we're just going to keep it at that. But now it makes me wonder if Liverpool, are they truly going to go for him? And when they go for him, are they going to let it slide with Isaac, or are they still going to pursue him too? Because I feel like now, if the reason why they wanted Isaac was because they know, or they knew, that Ekitike would move to the left. Now, if they're not going to go for Isaac, that would mean that they will strike, or they'll play Ekitike as a striker and keep Barcola on the left, him and Gakpo. But now I don't know if they're still gonna go for Isaac. I don't even know if Newcastle are willing to sell him. But I think they might. I know they've lost their deal on SafeScore, but they are interested in signing Jackson. And if they manage to bring Jackson, maybe they might actually be open to selling Isaac. So I don't know what should happen. Should Liverpool actually go all out to sign Barcola now? What happens when they bring in Barcola? Barcola is not going to come any cheap. It is said that PSG want a lot of money, and they're also not willing to send. Very problematic, when you're trying to get a player come to your side when the team that he plays for does not want to sell him. The club, by the way, does not want to sell him. So that would mean that they will just bring about any crazy amount so as to push you away. And what we have learned is that Liverpool just fall for these tricks. They just keep on popping out the money. So now if they pop like 80 million, right? 80 million, let's say that's the amount they decide to pop. And now Newcastle now become, they say that, what, okay, we are willing now to sell Isaac and we want 130. What happens then? How much would have Liverpool spent? What about a defender that we're looking for? Because we definitely need a defender. Let's be honest. Let's not lie to each other about that. We know that Konate is injury prone. We also know that Gomez is injury prone. So you can't have both those players. We need another third centre back, one that will partner Van Dijk. And what happens? God forbid Van Dijk also gets injured. What happens then? Are you going to play Konate and Gomez? How many games will they play before they get injured? You know what I mean? So we need to actually get a defender first. Then the rest shall come. The rest shall come. Let's get a defender. Let's get McGay. McGay is willing to come to Liverpool. Let's get him. Then from getting him, then whatever we do outside of that, then you know what? Yeah, let's do it. We can bring in Barcola. We can bring in Isaac. I don't mind, but let's get a defender. But anyway, what do I know, right? Because Edwards and Richard, they are good. They know what they're doing. They know we need a defender. And they've done so much for us this season, or this off-season rather. I don't see any need why we should doubt them. We shouldn't be dubious of how they do things. They know a lot more than we do. They've probably spoken to Arne Slot, and he has told them how much he needs players in certain areas. And I would like to believe that he might have mentioned that he needs a defender. They know that. They know the injury record of both Konate and Gomez. So they'll definitely bring in someone, and I hope they bring in a defender that is up to par, a defender that is quality and a room for improvement, because we need that. Next season we need to keep it pushing. I know with you Arsenal right now, they're not performing, but do not be fooled by preseason games. United can lose Arsenal can lose all these games, but once the league begins, there'll be a different type of team. This is something that we're used to. This is something we have seen. Preseason is just preseason. It's just for managers to see what works and what does not. So that's how I see it, man. Definitely now everything has changed. The tides have changed. United are definitely back in the mix. Top 6, I guarantee you, they'll definitely be there. Newcastle, they don't have the pull factor, but if they get if they manage to get Jackson, I don't think they have too much pressure like Chelsea. I think Jackson will do quite well at Newcastle. Will definitely do quite well there. So yeah, it's good for both sides. Let's see what happens if they sell him to Newcastle. Will then they let go of Isaac? Because if Liverpool has Isaac, man, that's gonna be fun for us. That's gonna be fun. So that's what we want to see. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much guys for watching this video until thus far. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and share your thoughts. Engage with me, talk to me. Let's grow this channel, guys. Let's grow this channel. And yeah, it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you again soon. Bye bye.